The Iranian foreign minister called on October 18th for an oil embargo by Islamic countries against Israel in response to the explosion at a hospital in Gaza that massacred 500 people. In 1973, Arab members of the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, led by King Faisal of Saudi Arabia, announced an embargo on oil sales to America, Britain, Canada, Japan, and the Netherlands in retaliation for their support of Israel in the 1973 war. The result was a quadrupling of oil prices within a year, with the embargo lasting 6 months. Oil prices remained high for over a decade, but today it seems OPEC is not interested in an embargo, despite the calls for Israel not to launch a ground invasion. An embargo could trigger U.S. antitrust legislation. Additionally, an embargo carried out by OPEC members against Israel would only have a limited impact on Israeli oil supplies, as the nation's oil does not come from the Middle East, but from Kazakhstan, Azerbaijan, Gabon, and Nigeria. The U.S. and Israel had an oil security agreement from 1975 to 2015, under which the U.S. agreed to ship oil to Israel if its supply was ever in jeopardy. The unity that allowed the oil embargo in 1973 is not present today. An official with the U.S. State Department's Bureau of Political Military Affairs announced his resignation on Wednesday, 18th of October, due to President Biden's full-throated support for Israel's onslaught in Gaza. In a statement on his resignation, Josh Paul said the course the U.S. and Israel are taking will only lead to more and deeper suffering. Josh Paul said in a statement on his LinkedIn account that he had worked for the Bureau of Political Military Affairs for 11 years. I believe to the core of my soul that the response Israel is taking, and with it the American support both for that response and for the status quo of the occupation, will only lead to more and deeper suffering for both the Israeli and the Palestinian people, and is not in the long-term American interest. Paul continued to criticize the history of the U.S.'s blind support for Israel. Decades of the same approach have shown that security for peace leads to neither security nor to peace. It would seem that those opposed to U.S. policy on Israel are being overlooked, and this is leading to an internal mutiny. Chinese Premier Xi Jinping opened the Third Belt and Road Forum on October 17th, where he outlined major steps to bolster BRI cooperation. 10 years since it was launched, the BRI is more than ever a conduit for China's strategic policy goals, including diversifying trade partners and securing markets and innovation partners for Chinese technology, while pushing back against deglobalization and Western threats. However, the funding announced is small-scale for the BRI, so the initiative's status as a key facilitator of Global South infrastructure development may possibly be waning. China's 2 largest foreign development banks revealed $59 billion in new project financing. Whilst China used the conference to promote an image of strength abroad, internally, China's real estate sector is in serious trouble, and China's economic growth is stalling after decades of high economic growth.